Hey, Sophie. Just saw your message.
Oh, really?
It's not just oh, really. You should contact me in advance if you're coming home.
I did contact you. But since I didn't get a reply from Mom, I contacted Luna. I got permission to stay.
You know Luna is David's wife, right? It's obvious that you, as my sister-in-law, would be considerate. Sophie, you really don't think things through.
I do feel bad about it. The company messed up the hotel arrangements and I have nowhere to stay. There are vacancies in the next town, but it's a bit far from the client. Please let me stay for just a week.
Well, I guess it's fine. You do have your room.
There's no need to get mad. Anyways, I'll be at work during the day. Don't worry about me.
You'd want to do things for me since I'm back, wouldn't you? You're probably eating nothing but junk every day. I want to make sure you eat properly.
Junk? I do cook for myself regularly.
What do you think? You become really careless when you're alone, don't you? I have to make sure tonight's dinner has plenty of vegetables.
I'm fine. You can go as usual. By the way, I heard that Mom went to see a play?
Yes, that's right. It was very good. I'm also thinking of doing a little shopping, so it'll take me a little longer to get home.
I have the day off today. Should I come pick you up?
Oh, are you sure? Aren't you tired from the long drive if you came by car?
No, I've had a little rest. I'm fine.
Then I might take you up on that offer. Oh, how about we eat out for dinner?
I'm fine with that, but is Luna okay with it? She just went out saying she'd do a little shopping.
I'll contact her. Just wait a bit.
Okay, got it. Oh, but David is here too, huh?
David's been on a long business trip since last week. Don't worry about it.
Oh, is that so?
Both of you siblings chose jobs with a lot of business trips. Must be tough.
But there's the fun of being able to go to different places. Look, maybe the reason I can keep doing it, even though I get bored easily, is because of the business trips.
I wish you'd take a position where you could manage people soon.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, in time.
Sophie, have you ever thought about remarrying? Don't you have any good people around?
I've been married once. That's enough.
Don't tell me you plan on being single for life.
That's also life.
You always have a rebuttal, don't you? Maybe that personality led to the divorce.
Do you have to say it like that? And it's not like my personality had anything to do with it.
All right, I got it. Oh, Luna says you two should have a nice time.
Really? Then I'll go pick her up. I'll buy Luna a souvenir on the way back.
Don't waste your money like that.
It's not a waste. She might have been considerate.
Well, we can talk about that later. I'm taking a break at a cafe near the station, so park your car nearby.
Okay, got it. Mom, I have a dinner appointment with a client on the day after tomorrow, so you don't need to prepare my dinner for a while.
Okay, I got it. So what time will you be back?
Let's see, around 10 p.m.?
So Sophie is the last one to take a bath. Please clean the bath before you leave.
Okay. Speaking of Luna.
Luna? Is there something wrong?
I haven't seen her in a while, and we've only met a few times. But has her atmosphere changed a bit?
Why do you ask?
She seems less friendly than before. Not that she's cold or anything. I just felt a bit of discomfort.
Isn't it because you suddenly use her home as a hotel?
Oh, that must be it. If your sister-in-law comes home to a house where she's living, it's bound to be a nuisance. I'm really sorry. I'll have to be more devoted to Luna for the rest of the few days.
You don't even have time to serve. What are you talking about? All you need to do is work and go home.
You don't have to say it like that. But I think it's better to be quiet and sleep rather than showing off my presence weirdly.
That's right. You don't need to do anything unnecessary.
I got it. But the living together is going well, right?
What's that all of a sudden?
Because she's living with me, right? I mean, I was fighting with my mother-in-law even though we weren't living together. I wonder how you can keep going.
In your case, it wouldn't work out. It's your harsh personality that's the problem.
Mom always has one too many words.
Sophie and Luna are totally different, right? I think Luna is a quiet and thoughtful daughter-in-law.
Well, that's good. Mom, there are very few wives who would live with their mother-in-law, so you should take care of her.
I'm doing that without you telling me. But lately, Luna has been a bit difficult.
Is it because I came back?
Actually, I didn't want to worry Sophie, so I wasn't going to tell you. But maybe I should talk about it.
What? Now that you've said it, I'm curious.
Luna started treating me badly.
What? Are you kidding me?
I wish it was a lie, but her attitude is different when David is there and when he isn't. Before she would smile whenever I asked her anything, but lately I've been ignored a lot.
Are you not pushing unreasonable demands on her?
I would never do such a thing. So honestly, I didn't want to show you that.
That's why you panicked when I suddenly came home.
I wonder if I've done something rude. But I was trying to interact with her in a way that wouldn't make her hate me.
It's possible since you often say too much.
But isn't it cruel to ignore me? I can manage somehow because she's normal when David is here. I'm sure she wants me to leave as soon as possible.
I don't see Luna as that type, though.
You wouldn't understand because you're not living with her.
I can't say anything if you say that. Have you tried consulting with David?
I don't want to do it. I'm too embarrassed to say that I'm being taken lightly by my daughter-in-law.
It's not necessarily that you're being taken lightly. There might be some misunderstanding. And I think it would be better to ask her gently if you're worried.
It's okay. It's a problem I can solve by being patient. I'm the one who's living with her, and I don't want to cause trouble. Living alone in old age is lonely after all. Even if Luna is cold to me, it's better if my son David is with me.
I don't think you need to push yourself. And living with stress will only make both of us unhappy. If you're lonely, Mom, you can come to my apartment, you know.
No, thanks. I don't want to go to the house of a daughter who has no plans to even have a grandchild.
Oh, I see. But while I'm here, should I ask Luna gently?
No, don't do anything unnecessary. Sophie is already being a nuisance as it is.
I won't mention your name, Mom.
It's okay. I don't want to be stirred up by someone who's not usually at home.
I understand. But don't push yourself. If you have any problems, let me know.
After all, a real daughter is better than a daughter-in-law.
I don't think it's a good way to put it. Your attitude may be showing that you're thinking that way.
Who cares? I'm not going to tell Luna anyway. And of course Luna would prefer her real parents.
Well, I guess everyone thinks that way. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going back to work now.
Yes, work hard. And make sure to contact me if you can come home early.
Luna, I'm sorry. I'm late. Are you still awake?
Good evening, sister-in-law. Yes, I'm fine.
I'm sorry for suddenly barging into your house. I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow, so please let me disturb you until then. Also, I brought some souvenirs today, so please have them for your snack tomorrow.
Thank you always, sister-in-law. But you don't have to worry so much. This is your family home. Please relax and don't worry about me.
Thank you. Actually, there's something I've been worried about. Can I ask you about it?
Yes, what is it?
Actually, I've seen Luna going into the storage shed when I came home late these past few days. She wouldn't come out for a while after going in, and it was a reoccurring thing, so it caught my attention. It's still chilly at night here, right? What are you doing in the shed every night?
What am I doing, you ask?
Could it be that you're hiding from my mother and enjoying some hobby? It's okay, I won't tell my mother, so relax.
That's where my bedroom is.
Huh? You have a bedroom in the house, don't you?
Yes, I can use it when David is here.
So, does that mean you always sleep in the shed when David is on a business trip? I feel stupid asking this, but you're not sleeping in the shed of your own volition, are you, Luna?
No.
Could it be at my mother's instruction?
I'm sorry.
Why is Luna apologizing? The one at fault is my mother, right?
It's my fault for being an incompetent wife.
No, Luna, you're not at fault at all. It's my mother who's crazy for giving such instructions. Could you explain the situation in detail?
But if my mother-in-law finds out...
It's okay. I'll definitely protect you when this happens. Even so, it might not be possible to leave the house right away. I have to work again tomorrow.
Please don't push yourself. I'll be fine. Besides, I don't have a home to run to. This is the only place I have.
But I think it would be a good idea to take temporary refuge in your parents' home, Luna.
My parents don't care about me at all. Even if I went back to my parents' house, they would just tell me to leave.
So that's the background. I see. Leave it to me for now. I'll make sure you won't be treated unfairly.
Luna, you've been quite arrogant these past few days. Did you get spoiled because my daughter was nice to you? You even went out to eat, just the two of you, and neglected your housework. What on earth do you think you're doing?
What do you mean? We just went out to play together.
Huh? What's with that tone? My daughter has already gone home. You no longer have anyone to protect you.
Why do you think that?
Since David often goes on business trips, it's often just the two of us, isn't it? And you've been abandoned by your parents, so you have nowhere to go, right? If I tell David, he'll throw you out in no time.
That's how I gradually concerned you. You're really a piece of work.
Huh? Luna, you won't get away with it when you get back. Finish your shopping quickly and return home. I'll give you a proper sermon.
Luna won't be coming back.
Huh?
Sophie, I'm taking Luna home with me right now.
Huh? Is it really Sophie?
Yeah, I'll take Luna to my house for refuge as is. Mom, you've really been terrible.
Sophie, it's not like that. I just scolded Luna because she was being rebellious.
This is scolding? It's just bullying your daughter-in-law. And it's not like Luna told me about you, Mom. I just happened to see Luna going to the shed, and that's when I discovered your bullying. You fooled me pretty well.
Sophie, listen to me. You said it the other day, didn't you? That Luna is cold to me. So I thought I had to be strong, and I acted a bit bossy. There's a reason for it anyway.
Mom, I'm sending this from Luna's phone right now, you know? I've seen the conversation so far. So I know you've been bullying her behind the scenes.
It's true that Luna was cold to me.
Of course she'd be cold. You had her sleep in the shed when her husband David wasn't there. And you've been dumping most of the housework on Luna. And the verbal abuse is way too much. You're just as bad as my former mother-in-law.
Don't lump me in with that person.
From my perspective, you're the same. It's you who's been taking advantage because Luna doesn't talk back. I've also told David about this.
Huh?
Of course, I thought he might be the kind of guy who wouldn't protect her like my husband, but it seems he didn't know anything. He was really angry.
Sophie, please. Tell David it's a misunderstanding. I'll apologize to Luna properly.
Why do I have to do such a thing? You're the one in the wrong, Mom.
I won't be able to live with David. I don't want to live alone again.
That's because you did it, Mom. Luna has been trying so hard because she wanted to be recognized by you, and this is what happens when you treat her so badly.
I apologize. Please let Luna know. I will never be mean again. So please forgive me.
At the point where you're trying to win over kind Luna with a crying appeal, you're not reflecting on your actions. David also said that there will be no more living together, and they'll live in my house until they find a new place.
Sophie, please. I recognize Luna as my daughter-in-law. That's why there were times when I used strong words.
Your excuse is different from earlier, isn't it? You haven't forgotten that the trigger for my divorce was bullying my daughter-in-law, have you? The person who was told never forgets. I don't acknowledge as a mother anyone who wastes a daughter-in-law's kindness, consideration, and efforts to be recognized. Please reflect on your actions and live on your own.
I'm really sorry. But you know, as a mother, sons are very precious. If someone tells me I can't let my child go, I wouldn't know what to say. I didn't want to torment Luna.
So you're saying it's because she's your daughter-in-law that you find her annoying. It's amazing how you can line up such excuses. And it's amazing that you can say that to me, your own daughter. Stop talking because it's embarrassing. Goodbye.
Sophie, wait. Please. Listen to my story.
You're not a mother if you're a bully old woman. You sleep in the shed. Try doing everything you've done to your daughter-in-law once yourself. I'll listen to the story after that's over.
Sophie, you're my real daughter, aren't you? You can consider your mother a little, can't you?
You understand my tough personality, don't you? And real daughters, you know, aren't as kind as daughter-in-laws. After that, it seems my mother was thoroughly chastened by my younger brother when he returned from a business trip. Of course, my brother immediately ended the cohabitation, found a house, and is now living with Luna. My mother, now living alone, has become quite disheartened and tends to stay at home. Furthermore, since my brother has told her to have no further involvement, it's unlikely that she will ever see a child born to my brother and his wife. She now regrets what she did, but I think there is no room for sympathy. Since I've made all contact go through me, Luna shouldn't have to deal with any unpleasant experiences with my mother. If my mother ever seems to do something again, I'll prepare to sternly discipline her. And since the cohabitation ended, Luna has become as cheerful as she was when she first got married, and she occasionally comes over to our house to hang out. I'm glad I was able to notice her being bullied by my mother because she is truly a kind and wonderful person. My mother may have had her own feelings about this, but there's no reason to bully her daughter-in-law. I suppose there will always be various issues for as many couples and families as there are. But for now, I am glad to have eliminated one abusive mother-in-law from this world. I plan to continue supporting my close-knit brother and his wife, wishing for their happiness.